Hey guys, it's me, Written Lullaby. I just looked at my eyelashes video that I did, and unfortunately you cannot see much because where my workspace or the counter was is here. But then I was looking at my doll's head up close here because that was easiest, but then the camera was like in the middle. So you can't see what I'm doing. So all you see is like my elbows and my stomach, which is really helpful, right? When you're doing an eyelash tutorial. Helpful, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit and cut things around, so it's gonna look a little weird, but I'm gonna edit and cut, and then I'm gonna voice over some of it so you can hear what I'm doing. So I hope that that's helpful. So here we go. Let's take a look at what I did. What I'm gonna do now for you guys is I'm gonna show you how to do eyelashes. So I've been practicing, just so I could show you guys, how to do it pretty well. And I'm not obviously an expert or anything. This is how I'm doing it, and I really just wanted to give you guys a look, and a little, almost a tutorial. I wouldn't quite say that just because I don't have the best vantage point. My flip camera died, so I can't really use that as my tripod, or with my tripod, so I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to tilt it forward so you can see my little workstation. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm going to do, but basically, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take my pick, which already has a little bit of glue, so I'm not going to do it right now, but you're going to line the top eyelid. So what I like to do is, what I've been practicing is I take it upside down, and I just line that. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to want to line really slightly, but you're going to want to line as far back as possible. You're not going to want to line it right in the front. So let's do it. So like I said, I'm going to try and show you guys what I'm doing down here. So I have my little setup. I'm just going to line right here. Oops, and I got a little too much glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wipe it away. So what I did at this point was I just took a paper towel to wipe the extra glue that I got on the bottom lid off. And I'm using a white glue. So the important thing to know here is that a white glue is going to dry clear. So there's definitely no need to be nervous about gluing. So what a white glue would be like the Elmer's glue like I'm using, or something called like a tacky glue. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my toothpick and I'm going in from the front with my glue and lining the top lid. So what I'm doing is I'm lining as far back as possible on the lid, just so it's not in the front, because if it's in the front, it can be noticeable, a little gunky, so you don't want that. And then I also went in from behind the head and put a little extra glue behind. I didn't go crazy on the glue, but I definitely wanted to make sure I had enough. That way the eyelashes would stick. I honestly don't even know if you can see what I'm doing, and I'm really sorry. This is just really difficult. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking the eyelash and I'm putting it in the front of the eye, so you get it where you want it. So then you're trying to, put it onto the glue and get it positioned into the eye how you want it. And then I'm taking my toothpick and I'm pressing it into the glue so it sticks. So basically at this part, all you're doing is you're just trying to move the eyelash around because it is a little bit slippery and a little bit hard to work with. So you're just trying to position it how you want it. Will look like, and that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna have to take that out. Yeah, it got stuck to the eye. Oops, that was a silly idea. And now I'm touching the face, which is bad. Hopefully this will actually stay now. So let's try it again with the second eye. I'm really hoping that, I did an okay job. And if the eyelashes do stick, I'm just going to put a little glue. A little more glue rather. Really stick, because I don't think I put enough, maybe. I'm also going to put some glue behind. I think that looks pretty good. So now that I have that one down, I can try the next one. And then you're going to want to let this dry for a few hours. So let's go back to my workstation and try this again. So I just want to say that putting eyelashes in is hard work. It's a pain in the butt, but it's definitely worth it, so stick at it. But I'm going to take my eyelashes and put them in. So, I'm just going to take this sucker and stick it right in there and kind of try and line it up with the other one. That way they look pretty even. So this looks a little weird, but it's getting there. So I'm just carefully, using my wooden toothpick to move it around how I want it. Sorry, I'm just like really trying to get this in there. So it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I found it a little bit easier to glue in the back. So because I'm not using the whole eyelash, so I'm really just going to put glue in the back of the head, like where you can't even see it. Just glue the eyelash up in there. That way it extra won't move. What you're doing really isn't that difficult. It's just like the steps you're doing. Like you're literally just putting glue on and placing the eyelash in. So really, that's not difficult. But you know, my doll's a little smaller. But also, these dolls are small in general. Uh, so take your time. But yeah, so I pretty much have it where I want it. I'm gonna let that dry for a few hours, and I'm gonna play with it later. I tried to put the eye in before, but the eyelash just stuck to the eye, and I'm not gonna do that again. I don't want my eyes to stick, so I'm gonna throw a mess. And I really hope that you learned something. Sorry if you know it was weird. I'm gonna try and edit out the weird parts. But yeah, I hope you learned something and enjoyed my video. So yeah. I hope that you have a great day, and hopefully I'll hear from you soon. Bye.